Okay, so we're here on the final day of the Influencer Conference 2010. It is just as hyped and there's just as much energy today as there was yesterday. And we are very lucky to have Jullien with us, who was on the panel, and we called him before he left. So,
yes.
So Jullien, if you could just introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and what you do and why you're here.
Okay, where I'm from, I am originally from Oakland, California. Went down to UCLA for undergrad, bounced back up to business school at Stanford. Now I'm based in Brooklyn, New York, and so glad to be here. Met Phil through a mutual friend named Eric. Today has been awesome. I've had an amazing experience. I sat on the panel having to do with the crisis around fear and how to be bold and innovative in today's world. My work is very connected to that. I'm a purpose finder and a motivation teacher and a career changer, so I help people find purpose. I help them build productivity systems to stay motivated in their life and find careers that align with their purpose and their passion every single day. So that's my work, and the biggest thing that stops people from pursuing their dream job is fear. So I got to speak on that today.
That's a great point, because I was just about to ask you what you think the biggest hindrance is to people becoming influential themselves.
Yes.
So you would say fear.
Yes, definitely fear is the biggest hindrance. I think we all want to live our dream, but I think, let me say a second. So people want to be influential. So in regards to people who want to be influential, I think fear is definitely the number one thing, that not necessarily that stops them from being influential, because at the end of the day, influence is just a means to impact. And ultimately we want to make an impact, not just be influential just for the sake of being influential. So a lot of celebrities are influential, but they're not making an impact. It may be on their financial bottom line, but not from a global perspective, from a societal perspective. So fear stops us from being who we are. It's a feeling that stops us from being who we are, who we want to be, and doing what we want to do. And so, of course, it's going to affect influence and your ultimate impact and contribution to the world.
Well, that's incredible. You were just on a panel full of people who are courageous and doing courageous things like yourself. What did you hear on the panel that was either something that kind of moved you, or something that you felt needs to be addressed, or that just stuck with you?
The number one insight, I'm pretty young, so some of the stories that I heard in regards to bouncing back from divorce or depression and things of that nature, I haven't experienced those things, but I know that they're realities in the world, and I want to do a better job of figuring out how to serve people who have gone through those, because they still have dreams. Regardless if they've been divorced or they've had depression or they lost a job and they're unemployed, etc., they still have dreams, and my commitment is to help anybody who's willing actually live and work their dreams. And so those are some challenges that I don't necessarily understand because I haven't personally experienced them, and to hear some of the stories that came out on the panel today just makes me realize that there's still room for growth. I can't choose to experience depression or divorce either, so I just have to listen to what's stopping people a little bit deeper.
That's a great point. Actually, that would help a lot. I think a lot of people too is to listen a little more.
Yes, yes.
And speaking of which, you actually have a challenge coming up soon, I think in November.
Yes,
It's really big. I've been hearing a lot about it.
Yes,
What's it all about?
It's the Career Change Challenge, a 30-day online career change challenge. So anybody who wants to find their dream job, this is the way to do it. No career coaches, no trying to do it on your own. It's a structured system to help you identify and land your dream job. So there's 4 modules. There's one, creating your dream life. We should start with our lifestyle first, and then find careers that fit into our lifestyle, not find a career and then try to build our lifestyle around the career. Second one is attracting your dream career, so that's personal branding, online and offline, social media, etc. Third one is build your dream team, so that's networking up, down, and across.
Very important.
And then finally is landing your dream job, which is interviewing, follow-up, and negotiation. So there's 57 videos with 6.5 hours of content. 2 videos will be released every single day for the 30 days in November, and the goal in November is to take 1,000 people through the course, and tickets are already, we have a month left. It's October 1st, so we start exactly 30 days, but tickets are already going pretty quickly.
And where can people get tickets?
At www.careerchangechallenge.com.
Careerchangechallenge.com. We're going to check that out.
Yes.
And there are quite a few people who'd be interested in that.
Definitely. So in the way I define dream is your desired relationships, employment, and money. Right? So some people have the relationships and employment, but they don't have the money, or they have the employment and the money, but their relationships are struggling, or they have relationships. Yeah, it's always something. And the Career Change Challenge is about helping you build a life where you can have all 3.
That's Beautiful. We are so appreciative of the fact that you're here with us and sharing this. It's very inspirational journey to campus.
Yes.
And so thank you again. I hope to see you next year.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And one quick question before you go.
Yeah.
Who influences you?
Who influences me? I would say Jay-Z is one of the people who influences me.
Really?
One of my pioneers is Tony Robbins, of course. Seth Godin influences me in the social media space.
Wow.
So those are some of my pioneers who I look at and study their lives and look for patterns in their lives and apply those patterns to mine.
Great. We wish you the best. You're doing
Thank
great
you.
things. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Okay.